Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us wherever you are joining from. We welcome you. We appreciate you for being part of the program today. Like and share the program on your platform. Like and share to family and friends. Like and share to anyone that is close to you. Do not keep the message to yourself. We must continue to send this message across to the whole world. No matter the propaganda, the blackmails, we must make sure that the message of Biafra is going around the world. Please like and share. Make sure you invite someone to join us on this amazing program. Invite somebody to join us. Send notification to your friends, even our enemies. Send. You never can tell. We can win a soul from here. So let us continue to push this message far and wide. Let's continue to touch every mind, every soul, and every heart. I welcome every one of you that has already connected and those who are getting ready to join us. As you join, invite somebody to join as well. While we wait for others to join us before we start, let us prepare our heart and mind with our inspirational songs and prayers before we go fully into the breakers of the day. Keep on sharing to all your platforms. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please like and share the program as we go into the prayers.
Let's proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who said it in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today. Our Father who art in heaven, Nagin Kebine Ligwe, Kahagedin song, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet. We are the inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening. This gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses? to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Ison, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isob. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you.
He say, welcome, 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 welcome. I thank everybody that has connected this morning to this very program. Please, as you connect to the program, make sure you invite at least one person to this program. This is a live program. Make sure you invite at least one person to this program. Invite your family and friends. Share the program on your platform. Share the program in your WhatsApp group. Share the program to family and friends. Share the program to everyone that you can be able to get in touch with. It is very important. Very important. Please like and share. Do not wait to be reminded. Do not wait to be remembered. As I'm asking you to like and share, I'm equally doing the same thing. So let us please like and share this program and invite other people who are not yet aware that we are online to come in. You know, the social media is not helping us to share updates. They are not helping us to send information across. So it is our duty to share our program and make sure that everybody is connected. Do not be deceived. Do not be distracted. And do not be cajoled. Make sure you do your own part. As long as you do your part, Chukwu Okike is going to see us through and will help us to succeed. No matter the warfare they bring against us, no matter the attack that is coming against us, No matter the angle they are coming from, we shall always overcome. I thank everybody that has connected, wherever you are connecting from. I say, may Chukwu be our guide and protect every one of you. For those who are joining us for the very first time on this very platform, I want to remind you that this platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. This platform is under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to attack people. Wherever you are watching us from, either you are watching us from Facebook or you are watching us from YouTube, whichever angle you are watching us from, we welcome you. As I said before, we don't come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack individuals. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. What we do here is to push the agenda of the freedom of Biafra to the highest level. What we come here to do is to create awareness on the situation in Biafra land. We come here to debunk every lie that has been told against the Biafran people by Nigerian government. We come here to debunk the lies that have been told against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, against our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We come here to remind you of your legitimate right. And we come here to encourage you, more especially the Biafrans, to continue to hold on to their legitimate rights. The right to self-determination, the right to self, and the right to life. You must not gamble with. It does not matter who tried to deceive you or who tried to talk you out of this. Do not listen. Anybody that tells you to play with your right to self-determination, your right to self-defense, and your right to life should be your first enemy that you should stay away from. That is the message we are here to preach. People of the world that are watching, wherever you are watching us from, you are welcome. In this platform, it is an interactive session. Every morning when I come here, everyone has the right to join me on stage and air their opinion. It doesn't matter where you are coming from or where you are connecting from. Whether you are a Biafran or you are non-Biafran, whether you are African or not, no matter whichever part of the world you come from, and you want to hear us out, come and ask your question. If you have a suggestion to us, come and suggest. If you have an observation, make your observation. If you have a prayer, come and say your prayers. For the Biafran people, this is your platform. You have the right to come online and speak in your own dialect to your own audience for them to understand. It is not mandatory that you must use English on this platform. You can speak in any language that is comfortable with you to reach out to your own audience and pass the message. Biafra comprises of many nations and many dialects, and every one of them has the right to be spoken on this very platform. My fellow Biafran that are watching, the only thing we ask is that when you come here to interact with the world and speak to Biafran, please conduct yourself properly. You must cover up properly. You can't appear on this platform naked. You must dress up and appear properly. When you are speaking in this platform, try and keep your words civil. You must speak in a civil manner so that the world will understand you as you are laying your complaint. You must keep your words civil so that the Biafran government can understand you. You must keep your words civil so that our Prime Minister can understand you. In anything you say, we didn't tell you not to get angry. We are not muzzling you to go away from your opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. Neither are we telling you, forcing you into something you don't want to do. We are not telling you to be politically correct. All we are saying, express yourself the best way you can, but do it in a civil manner so that the whole world will understand you. My fellow Biafrans, it is a brand new day for us, and we have to go into the message of today as we have always done. So wherever you are watching us from, I welcome you in the name of Chukwu Kabiama, and I thank you for being part of this program today. Every one of us have seen what is happening in Biafra land today. The whole world is watching. It is no longer hidden. The criminality of the contraption called Nigeria, the inhumanity against man happening in Nigeria against the Biafrans, the genocide in Biafra land can no longer be hidden. It is now done in the open. The Nigerian government are openly promoting genocide in Biafra land, and we are blowing the trumpet and shouting. The little fowl say that he is crying, not that what is holding him will leave him, but it's for the world to hear his voice. A little chick that the hawk carried and he was flying. The little chick will be crying, He's not crying that that hawk will leave him, but he's crying so that the world will hear his voice. That is what the Biafrans are doing today. We are shouting on top of our voice. We are speaking on different platforms. We are crying out to everybody. We are not doing all this that Nigeria is going to stop what they are doing. They wouldn't stop. We are only shouting and creating awareness and letting the world know what is going on. And the world should know that we can no longer continue to fold our hands and continue to watch what is happening. We will defend ourselves. This is the message of our Prime Minister, Mazi Samoneba, self-defense. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Samoneba, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra has only one message: self-defense. His message is pure, clean, and clear. He has not committed any crime anywhere. Because they realize that our Prime Minister knows what they do not know and what they will never know. Our Prime Minister have succeeded in educating Biafrans and letting Biafrans know what they should do and know what they should know. Today, the Biafran people are defending themselves. And the contraption called Nigeria is worried. You can see the genocide happening in Biafra land in broad daylight. After the Prime Minister posted their video on Twitter on how they took the bodies of Biafrans and dumped in the Zoo River and shot at dead bodies. We saw it, every one of us saw it on video. After that revelation, the contraption called Nigeria came out to defend their action. They were telling us it was Navy exercise. When you look at that very video, does that look like a Navy exercise? Do Navy exercise on the ground or in the water? What has that got to do with Navy exercise? You standing on the bridge and you are shooting directly into the water with something like look like a cage that is back ahead. How does that look like a naval training? What sort of training is that? And can they please bring a full clip of that training and where it has been done? They claim that that did not happen in the southeastern part of Nigeria. They said it happened in the southwest. You see, this is why they are afraid of our Prime Minister, Mazi Samoneba, because he is 1,000 miles ahead of them. Today, they are on defensive, trying to deceive the whole world. But I believe in this world, we have experts who can read videos. We have experts who can read information. We have experts who can study informations. And there is no sensible person that watched that video that we agree that that is an exercise. There is no sensible person that we watch that video and we agree that that video you saw is an exercise. Today, they are running helter-skelter to defend themselves, and they are coming on media to debunk that that was not genocide against Biafra. They say it happened in the Southwest, and they called it naval training. What kind of training are the naval people? Training on the ground, standing on the bridge, using a heavy machine gun, and you are shooting in the water. What kind of dirty training is that? Is that the way the naval people train? And what is the Black Maria doing down there? That very big lorry truck that was there, what was it doing there? They can deny for all I care. But just as I said, the Biafrans are shouting and crying is not that they will stop what they are doing. They will continue. But we are putting the world onto notice that we can no longer fold our hands and watch our people being decimated, lives being destroyed. Every single thing we have said against Nigeria today, we have evidence pointing to that. When we accuse Nigeria of being a terrorist country, we accuse their military to be terrorists. There are several evidence pointing at that. One of the most common one is their daily recruitment of terrorists into their military. The daily recruitment of terrorists into the military of Nigeria is one of the major reasons why no part of the world should take them serious. Even as we speak, these same terrorists that they recruit into the military, they have taken over communities in the northern part of Nigeria. They have evicted people from their homes in the northern part of Nigeria. So many parts of the northern Nigeria today cannot be able to do anything in their city. Some of them pay tax to these terrorists in their zone. Some villages have been taken over completely and renamed by these terrorists. And the Nigerian military seem not to concern. They are busy reintegrating these terrorists into their military. They are busy bringing the terrorists into their military. But in Biafra land, a place where you have people that have aim and objectives, they have lined up what they want, and the whole world know what they are demanding for. Self-determination is a right for every human being. Demand of the Biafran people is a right. You have the right to self-determination. And they were asking for that self-determination through a referendum. All they have been asking all this while is a referendum. Conduct a referendum so that people can make a choice what they want. Even if after the referendum and the Biafran people decide they want to be in Nigeria, nobody is going to force them out. Nobody is going to force them to get out of Nigeria. Mazen Nandekano himself made it very, very clear that if after the referendum and Biafra loses, we remain in Nigeria. This is a very simple request and demand of the Biafrans. What do you see? What you see is that they unleash mayhem on Biafran people. They destroy lives and properties. As we speak, we have had the Chief of Army Staff come in public to declare war against the Biafran people for something that doesn't concern the innocent citizens. An incident happened in Abia State where they claim that 5 military men lost their life. What did they do? Instead of making investigation to go after those who came after them, what did they do? They declare war on the whole of the southeastern region, and they call it jungle war. You and I know what jungle war is. If you don't know what jungle war is, just refer to jungle justice. When you hear jungle justice, it means taking the life of the innocent people, all in the name of suspicion, sparing no one, taking laws into their hands. Today, that is what they declare in Biafra land. Shoot aside. Anybody on their way should be taken down. That is why in Biafra land today you see soldiers going to homes to pick young men and women who has nothing to do with what just happened. They are going from one family to the other, picking young men and women, kidnapping young men and women, and disappearing them completely. They have done it before. They are doing it now, and they are going to do it again. Now you understand why it is necessary that the Biafran people must define themselves. In this same country where they are destroying the life of people because of a claimed loss of life of the military, in some other region in that same country, about 7 soldiers lost their life in the hand of the terrorists. And they pretend as if nothing happened. The same man that gave the order for jungle justice in Biafra land did not issue a statement on that. He ignored it and pretended it didn't happen. We have seen aircraft, military aircraft, shot down in that same northern part of Nigeria. We have seen videos of where the military were attacked, decimated, and we didn't see any uproar. We didn't see them go out to attack the villagers. We didn't see them go to destroy lands and properties. We didn't see them declaring jungle war in that area. No. But in Biafra territory, whenever they feel challenged by any group, whenever they have a loss, they will vent their anger on the innocent citizens. Just like they did in Okwama. And this incident will continue to repeat itself, except some people rise up to stop it. It is so sad that even the citizens of the country seem to be applauding and accepting this inhumanity against man. Ordinary citizens seem to be applauding this inhumanity. That when a soldier lost his life, you have the right to destroy everything in that vicinity, as long as it's in the Biafra land. When one person commits a crime, then you vent your anger on the whole community in that area. They have been applying the system in Biafran territory alone. And I mean the southeast and the south-south. Each time a group rose up to fight for their own freedom, to defend their people, the military will take the anger to those who are defenseless, the children, the women, and the elderly. They have done this everywhere, both in the mainland and the riverine area. This has been their footprint. Remember Udi, where they went and leveled the whole village because of a single provocation. Because they lost a battle to the militants. Look at what happened in Okwama. Something that does not concern the community. In fact, bunkering activity is being sponsored by the military themselves. The militants that are protecting the bunkers are being provided and guarded by the military themselves. So what transpired in Okwama was a military war between themselves. But what happened? After the loss of the soldiers, they went to the community and began to take innocent lives. They destroyed the community completely and leveled it. And the people take it as something that is right. And this always happens when it has to do with the southern part of Nigeria, more especially Biafra land. When I say Biafra land, I mean the present south and the southeast. When anything happened in that very area, when people rise up to challenge the evil that is happening, whenever a group come to confront the enemies, when the terrorists have lost a person, the terrorists in uniform lost a person, they will now come in the open and vent their anger on the innocent people that has nothing to do with what transpired. and the whole country will fold their hands and be justifying it. These same people that are crying for the 5 people that they lost in the military, they will be there when military will be taking innocent life, when military will be committing murder, gruesome murder, when military will be disappearing people in their checkpoints. They will not complain. Just like the genocide we saw them committing on video. And the whole country is quiet. They are not calling for investigation. They are not calling for inquiries. They kept silent because it has to do with the Biafran civilians. Then you think that people will sit back and watch you decimate their family and destroy them, and we do nothing. It will only take but a little time, and the people will come out in full force to take vengeance. It will only take but a little time. Today you see them defending themselves. But I thank you that the world is not as dumb as Nigeria is. The world is not as dumb as Nigerians and Nigeria is. The Biafran people are smart. We know what we want. And we know what we are doing. As I said before, we are not crying that Nigeria might change. We are not shouting that Nigeria might stop what they are doing or that the world can do anything for us. No. We are just putting them on notice that the genocide that is happening in Biafra land is unacceptable and will never, ever be accepted by the Biafran people. And we are going to do everything humanly possible to defend and protect our territory. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra has already given the order. 3,000 men has been released in all 40 states of Biafra to resist the inhumanity against man and the genocide that is being carried out against Biafrans. And our Prime Minister has warned, if you are genuinely a Biafran, stay away from every barrack, whether police barrack, army barrack, naval barrack, custom barrack, whichever barrack where they operate with their guns, stay away from them. Stay away from every checkpoint. Stay away from every checkpoint. Don't spend a second there. You don't know when it's going to happen. The delegitimization of the zoo in Biafran territory have been taken to a different level because of the genocide that is happening today in Biafra land. The disappearance of Biafran's youths in Aceh State will be met with a heavy response. It is going to be met with a very heavy response. Watch it. Wherever you are as a Biafran, you must pay attention and be warned. Pay attention to every instruction and be warned. Everywhere you have been told to stay away from there. If you are a Biafran and you are serving in Nigerian military, the call has been made for you to resign. If you refuse to do so and you step your foot in Biafra land, you will pay with your life. If you are a Biafran, it does not matter your religion. It does not matter your race. It doesn't matter your tongue. We don't want to know whom you are. And you wear the Nigerian uniform to come into Biafra land to take life. You will pay with your own life and you will never ever go back. You will never ever go back. Enough is enough. We have known for a very long time that Biafran war didn't end. We have been speaking and shouting and talking about it, reminding the whole world that war is still going on in Nigeria. But people pretend it's not happening. They turn their blind eyes to it because it is not affecting them. I'm not surprised because the world is operating based on interest. As long as their interest is protected, they don't care what happens to you. As long as their interest is protected, they don't care what happens to you. They don't give a damn. That is the world we find ourselves into. It is about interest. The United States is pursuing their interest. UK is pursuing their interest. France is pursuing their interest. Every other European country is pursuing their own interest. As long as their interest is protected, they don't give a damn about it. Now you see why you must rise up to defend yourself. Every Biafran, wherever you are, you must rise up and defend yourself. It is you and you alone who can save yourself. Nobody can save you. If you think that any Messiah is going to come from anywhere to save you, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. You are going to be there and you lose your life. Nobody's going to save you. It is you that will save yourself. Please, as you join this platform, I beg you in the name of Chukwu Okike, give a like to this platform and share this video. Give a like, give a thumbs up to the video and share it. Share it. Make sure that you share to at least one person. Information is key. At this point in time, it is very important that we tell the world what is happening. Not because they are going to help us, but to put them on notice. That is why you must share this video. As we speak, genocide is happening in Biafra land. We have video evidence of it, audio evidence of it, picture evidence of it. We must have to continue to speak. If they feel that we are telling lies, let them send their investigators, send their journalists to Biafra land. As we speak, there are a lot of mass graves in Biafra land. As we speak, a lot of mass graves have been discovered in Biafra land. Some have not yet been discovered. When Chukwu Okike open your eyes, or after the independence of Biafra, and if proper investigation is done, you begin to see the amount of Biafrans that have lost their life in the hand of the Zululand Republic. In these few years, you will marvel. If your eyes is open, you see the way they are taking the life of Biafra. Our youths, more especially, the young ones, as young as 14, as young as 14 years old, they are taking them out, destroying their life, exterminating them, neutralizing them on a daily basis. And this is going on in all the states in Biafra land. Nobody's paying attention. Amnesty International is aware of this information and they are on the ground in Nigeria. But because they have been bought over, they are silenced. We have furnished the United Nations with a lot of information regarding the genocide happening in Biafra land. We have furnished the Amnesty International with information. The UN have enough information. The EU have enough. But yet, every single one of them seems to be silenced. Now you understand why your fate is in your hand. Now you understand what it means to say, only you can deliver yourself. Nobody anywhere can do that for you. Only we can deliver ourselves as Biafrans. Chukwu Okike has done a marvelous work to give us somebody like our Prime Minister, Mazi Samarepa. Chukwu Okike started his mission of rescue from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he gave us the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. From that moment up to this minute, the situation has never been the same. Now it is in our hand for us to do our own part. If you do not play your own role, you have yourself to play. The secret of our defense has been announced. The secret of our life, the secret of our safety has been announced by our Prime Minister. The only thing that can keep us alive is self-defense. Defend yourself. wherever you are as a Biafran. You must rise up. You must rise up now, not tomorrow. You must stand up now to defend yourself and defend your territory. If you don't, you will have yourself to blame. You're welcome, my beloved brother Solomon. Thank you for joining. If you can hear me, please speak to Biafrans. My brother Solomon, can you hear me? I think my brother Solomon is having a network problem. Can you hear me, my brother Solomon? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, speak to Biafrans. Or if you cannot hear me, you can go down and come in again. And hopefully your network will get better. My fellow Biafrans, we must sit up. We must never give up. Today, they have declared war against us. Openly. From the moment you heard about jungle war, you should know that the time has come for us to do everything humanly possible to be alive. And one of the things that is going to keep us alive is what? Self-defense. That is why today, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, has activated self-defense to the highest level. The Liberation Army of Biafra are there to defend you and I. The Liberation Army of Biafra are there to stand for you. The Liberation Army of Biafra are there to protect life and property of the Biafra people. All they need from you is your utmost support. Put your money where your mouth is. The only thing that can give you faith and hope today, the only thing that can guarantee you to be alive the following day is the Liberation Army of Biafra. The contraption called Nigeria have already marked you out for destruction. You don't know who is going to be the next minute. From the moment they announce the jungle warfare, you will know that every one of us have been marked out for elimination. That is one thing that should come to your mind. Even when you continue to pretend, because it is not happening in your area yet, because your family member has not yet been affected, you are not talking. It is going to get to you. It's just a question of time. In jungle warfare, nobody's spared. Nobody is spared. It doesn't matter how innocent you are. It doesn't matter how polite you look. In jungle warfare, nobody is spared. So, if we had sensible people in that contraption, they should have been concerned immediately you hear jungle warfare. But some of them, because of their ignorance, some because of their wickedness and what they tend to gain, they pretend they didn't hear it. And today it is happening. It is going to come to the table of everyone if nothing is being done. But I thank Chukwu Okikariam that the Liberation Army of Biafra, the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, under our Prime Minister Mazi Samareba, is more than prepared. Is more than prepared for what is coming. And we are going to face them head on. We are going to face them head on, and you're going to hear it. The whole world is going to marvel on what is going to happen. Today, when you see what is happening, you shouldn't be surprised. When you see the rate at which they are attacking Biafra today, when you see at the rate at which they are pushing their violence, you don't have to be surprised. You should have seen it coming all this while. When they saw that the Biafran people have given their mandate to the government in exile, when they saw that the Biafran people have given mandate, the government is there, they couldn't handle it. They couldn't take it. they began to push their propaganda, blackmail, right, left, and center. They begin to push different kinds of agendas from all corners. But as Chukwu Okabema have it, we will not accept their anymore. Not in our lifetime. We will not. Can you hear me, my brother Solomon? Can you hear me? I think, my brother Solomon, you are having a network problem. Your network seems not to connect. Just try and work on your network. Then we can see what we can do. Your network is not okay. Cannot connect. My wonderful Biafrans across, wherever you are watching us from, I urge you to be strong. What you are seeing in Biafra land today is aimed at weakening you. They want to weaken you. That is all they want. They want to make you look weak. They want to subdue you. They want to lower your morale. That is all they are trying to do. They have seen your readiness to have your freedom. They have seen your boldness to speak in public. They have seen your acceptance of whom you are. And it is bothering them. That is why you see them today trying to infuse fear into you. They are going to use every means at their reach to instill fear in you, to make you reject your freedom. My fellow Biafrans, you must stand strong and stand tall. You must learn to stand strong and tall. Do not give up. What you see, what you hear, do not give up. Continue to be consistent in anything you are doing. Continue to be consistent in all your steps. And I bet you at the end of the day, you'll be glad you did. The enemies we are up against will definitely be defeated. It does not matter who they are. It doesn't matter under which these guys are operating. It doesn't matter who sent them or who they are working for. We are definitely going to defeat them. We are definitely going to defeat them. I want you to put your focus on your freedom. Give yourself and support to the government in exile, and you will be glad you did. The option we have for our freedom today has been given by Chukwu Okaka. Embrace that option, and I bet you, you will never regret it. If you do not accept it, you will have yourself to blame. Today, our fate is in our own hand. We have to fight for ourselves to free ourselves. Do not put your hope or faith on anybody. Only Chukwu Okaka can make a way where there is no way. And our freedom is very, very close. Can you hear me, my brother? Can you hear me? Your network is really bad today.
Yes, I can hear you, Sadia.
Good morning, my brother. You're welcome.
Come on. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. I am so happy. I am so glad, and I continue giving to Cook and I'm putting me in all the glory.
You see?
Going to see an encounter, and our people they need for what.
Your network.
Okay, I am back because they just cut me off.
Okay, you're welcome.
And all our social media handles say something like this. Whenever the zoo terrorists, that which is impossible with mankind, is possible. Our freedom is possible this year. And everything that you are seeing today is worth gearing it up. And there's nothing that can of house and
Your network is really bad.
because everybody come out that is lie, that is this, that is that, but we all know it. Business. What is my business now is that let our people that these terrorists, what they have is repentant terrorists, military and police. And no part of this earth have done such a thing. It is only in Nigeria, Africa, you see such a thing. So currently now, they don't have military and police. What they have is terrorists that wearing government uniform. And the government itself is a terrorist. That is why you see terrorists moving up and down. Child, nobody is harming them. And they are busy releasing them, pushing them down to eastern region, Biafra land, where there's no problem, just only that we want to be free. They are sending all their terrorists in our land to decimate and to do all manner of evil against humanity. So our advising our brothers and sisters, whenever you see such a things, one thing you will do, can you tell Igbo like this, mmadụ unu were ihe dịka 4 inches ntu 4 inches ntu ụna akụwa n'osisi nichesi ya n'ụzọ ha ga-esi wee gaa ọmawasịcha dị ataya then ha ga-anọzi ebe a na-arụ ya. Enweziri ndị na terrorist anọ na our land, those of bịazie ja mmụọ ha, mana ọ bụrụ na ha bịa ụzọ dịrị ha free, ha agafee mechi ihe ha chọrọ ime, ụzọ adịkwa ha free gaa ihu, they will be continue doing it. Anyị na land ọ bụ ụzọ oge niile ya na-ebe akwa si onye ọbụla were ụbụrụ gị na-eme ihe. Ọ bụrụ na ha bụrụ ụgbọala ahụ wee bata kpụrụcha ndị mmadụ, ụrụ akụ ịcha ntụ n'osisi, mee ya otu ahụ na-eme otu ị ga-afụ bụ nsọ ọzọ agaghị abịa echiche ọfụma. Mana ọ bụrụ na ha bịa mee na onwe ndị gbara ha aka n'ihu, onwe ihe mere ha, ị mara ha ga na-eme abụọ na ha bịa ọ ga-adịrị ha ize na ọ ga-acha ha ahụ ọ bụgodị ọcha oge ọ na-ewe m iwe bikos nga ha like ihe na-emetụ a nwe onye ọ dịka sị na ya enweghị mmadụ ụmụnne anyị ka a na-egbusi ya ndị ọbụla ifuru egburu pụọ nwee ndị ga-afụ ọzọ they will never come back and we will see what happened at Okigwe. We saw it. I've shown it now just as they normally do before. Say prescribe people, don't mind them. To intimidate the weak, encouraging the weak mind to be strong. This time around, it's not a time for somebody to be weak. He must be strong. And otherwise, if you come to fight, you fight and set yourself free. You see, don't just fold your hand and start crying. You are a human being. You have two hands, you have two legs, and you are healthy. Mee onye ahụ ihe akụrụngwa ahụ o ji it is amụọ ya you nata that thing were ejugo because it's hard to wipe us out just like what they started in 1914 till today and Chukwu Kebiama said no and there's nothing they can do to stop it. We have come our forefathers paid the heavy price. Many people are in different detention, prison, all over the zoo, including our leader. Is in DSS detention. Our own, with our own blame. As government is planning, doing their own best, we too will be planning our own, doing our own best to emerge together. And at the end, we appear on places here is a terrorist, it's an unwanted person, and I will do it accordingly. I don't need anybody to tell me what to do again. After that, they will know. Now, so my brother, thank you. Is giving me headache. Was equaling or doing like say it's cracking, but I encourage my brothers and sisters that are in different places, mostly where these things are happening, that you should remain focused. Don't lose hope. Another thing is very key, man, so that this kind of movement will not be easy for them to enter again. Because some don't say we have whatever I'm way hawko. I'm not guy. You know, thank you from my brother.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I appreciate you for that amazing submission. And thank you for that wonderful contribution. You have spoken well. We have missed you for a very long time. I know the network is not easy out there. The network challenges you are facing out there is a very big disturbances. But we appreciate your effort in the midst of all the challenges, in the midst of all the issues. You still try your best to join us. May you continue to guide and protect you, my brother. Thank you for that amazing contribution. So, my fellow beings, wherever you are watching us from, I appreciate every one of you. And as my brother has said, if you are a Biafran and you are still waiting for somebody to come and tell you what to do, you are just a waster. The video that emerged from Okigwe is real. Just like my brother said, if that video is not real, they wouldn't even care to come and debunk it. That video that emerged from Okigwe, where they were dumping the bodies of Biafrans and shooting them in the river, it is real. Just look at the explanation. They call it naval training. What sort of naval training are you doing on top of a bridge with a Black Maria pact and in a major road where people are passing? You stop the coming vehicle and you say no vehicle should come close. What kind of training will the Navy be doing in the middle of the road in a bridge? What kind of training is that? Using a machine gun tied to a truck and you'll be shooting directly into the water. After dumping the bodies of people in the water. They came out to debunk it. But the world is not foolish. None of us is foolish. We are not dumb. This is exactly what they did in Ozu River. This is how they took Masob members. They took them to Ozu River, marched them into the river, and they shot them dead. They did that in Ozu River. And the Biafrans woke up and they saw corpses everywhere on the river. Corpses were floating everywhere. Today, they have been captured on video doing the same thing again. And they came to debunk it. We cannot continue to fold our hands to allow Nigeria commit genocide against Biafra people. It cannot happen again. This has been happening since 1960 up to date. If you are a Biafran and you don't know your place in the zoo, I pity you. I pity you. You don't deserve to live. If you are a Biafran up to this moment, you don't know that you are not wanted in Nigeria. I pity you. Nigeria is not for you. And some of you say, "Oh, if you stay, you can't stay alone." This is what they want you to believe, and this is what they want to see. Some of you will buy into the lies that have planted into your head. They plant lies into your head that the Biafrans cannot survive on their own. The other day I was making a program. Somebody was writing on my program and said that Biafra land. One of the lies they are telling, land is landlocked. Landlocked by who? Every time they push one lie or the other, and you believe that lie, how can anybody be believing such kind of lie? They tell you a word, you don't even go and investigate and make inquiries by yourself. You, the Biafran, we follow them and preach that nonsense. Somebody was writing on my program that Biafra land is landlocked. And because of that, we cannot fight for our independence. And the person ran with that information and he's preaching it everywhere. Number one, Biafra land is not landlocked. If anybody is telling you that Biafra land is landlocked, that person is an idiot. He doesn't know his left and right and doesn't have information on what he or she is talking about. Biafra land is not landlocked. And an idiot who will come and tell you that Biafra land is not land, maybe he doesn't know where Biafra land is. Biafra land is the present southeast, south-south, lower Benue, and lower Kogi. That is Biafra land, and it is not landlocked. Even if you decide to reduce Biafra land to the 5 states that they call southeast today, which we know is not even southeast. The 5 states they are talking about is not southeast, is in the south. When you place the compass in Nigerian map, place the compass, you will see
that 5 states is in the south, not even in the southeast. Even judging from their own statement, that 5 states is not landlocked. It is not. In case you do not know, that 5 states they are talking about is not landlocked. Then when you talk about Igbo land, the Igbo nation can never and will never be landlocked. Igbo nation comprises of 12 states. These are truths that you must swallow. This is the truth that they are afraid of. They don't want you to know. The truth that they don't want you to know. They have fought for years to divide you and make you believe that you are limited to, that the Igbo Biafrans are limited to 5 states. A lie from the pit of hell. They have fought so hard to make the Igbo Biafrans so small to a 5 state, which is a lie from the pit of hell. Biafra is the present South and the Southeast with Lower Benue and Lower Kogi. The Igbo Biafrans have 12 states. 12 states in all that very environment where they are indigenous. I'm not talking about visitors, indigenous. And it is not landlocked. Until you begin to face reality as a Biafran, you will not know where the rain start beating you. It is because of this idiotic message that they preach that some Igbo Biafrans today see themselves. Some Igbo Biafrans today see themselves as minority, even when they are the majority. There are some Igbo Biafrans today that see themselves as minority and they are ready to accept slavery, even when they are the majority, based on the statistic of the same government that is preaching to you that you are minority. Based on their own statistics, they have told you that in every state you go in that contractual colony, after the indigenous people, the next population is the Igbo Biafrans. In any state in that contraction, wherever you go, in any state, after the indigenous people of that state, the next greatest population is the Igbo Biafrans. Now tell me, how can these people be minorities? From your own human knowledge, from your own common sense, how do you think that those people are minorities? But of course, they continue to choke that falsehood into your mind. And some of us are swallowing it. Some of us are swallowing those lies, even helping them to preach those lies. We are in the days of reality, in the days of the truth. Whether you like it or not, you cannot change the truth. We have come a long way. The days of that ignorance have gone. One of the greatest jobs of Mazen Nandekano is the awareness and the awakening of every indigenous person in the contemporary Nigeria, more especially the Biafra people. That is the greatest job of Mazen Nandekano. That is why they hate him so much. That is why they hate him and they don't want to see him. Mazen Nandekano created awareness from grassroots, only using the microphone and the media. He never touched hands. He created awareness, and the Biafrans realized their power and whom they are. He didn't stop at the Biafrans. He went to Oduduwa land. He spoke to them, and the Oduduwa people realized that they are better on their own than being in a contraction called Nigeria. He preached to the Middle Belt. The Middle Belters begin to realize that they are better on their own instead of being subjugated to one caliphate. He preached to the Hausa people. The Hausa realized that they have been decimated and their rights taken away from them. Every section of the contemporary Nigeria today got a massive education from our supreme leader, Mazen Nandeka. That is one of the greatest crimes he has committed against the British and against the Caliphate. Why they want him dead. Why they could break all laws known to man to go and kidnap him all the way from Kenya. They broke the law to bring him back to extraordinary rendition. They break another law, refusing to release him when their own court has said release him. And today you see people on the media telling you how calm he was, telling you how peaceful Mazen Nanikan was, telling you how good Mazen Nanikan was. But today, the same people that are telling you how good Mazen Nanikan we are his ardent enemies while he was alive. They never want to see him. They never want to hear his voice. They didn't want anything, they want to have anything to do with him. But today they are the ones who will come online and pretend to love him, just to make people distance themselves from Mazen Nanikan. They have said that Mazen Nanikan have won in. Today, the name Mazen Nanikan is a symbol of justice. Mazen Nanikan has been able to make a name for himself, built in love, justice, and equity. And it doesn't matter where you are coming from. As long as you have conscience, you must buy to the idea of the message of Mazen Nanikan. That is how far he has gone. And today, they cannot handle it. They find it difficult to accept that truth, that somebody like Mazen Nanikan, a Biafran, has won such kind of level of recognition. And today, every one of them is cashing into his personality, directly and indirectly. Politicians and idiots. Each time a politician wants to make himself known, he will first of all begin to recognize Mazen Nanikan. Himself to Mazen Nanikan's name to draw attention. Look at what they are doing to our Prime Minister today, calling him different kinds of names, even when he has not done anything wrong. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, has not done anything wrong. The only thing he has been preaching is self-defense, and self-defense is not a crime. When somebody asks you to defend yourself, don't lose your life carelessly. Don't wait until you are exterminated before you take action. Take an action to defend yourself against the terrorists, against those who want to take your life. Is that a wrong message? Such a wake-up call, is that a wrong message? It is not. And the world knows better that what he's doing is not wrong. Calling his people to defend themselves against the enemies is not a crime. The world knows that very well. International law supports every single thing that Mazen Nanikan is doing. But the Nigerian government is fighting so hard to demonize him, including using his own kingsmen, using people from Biafra land, from Igbo Biafran's extraction, to demonize him. They have gone to the extent of putting bounty on his head. You see them coming in on national TV to call for his extradition to Nigeria. The same people who collected money, who planned the extradition to the kidnap of Mazen Nanikan from Kenya, the same people who sponsored and planned the kidnap of Mazen Nanikan from Kenya, they are today calling for the kidnap and extraction of Mazen Nanikan from Kenya, including his kingsmen, people from Igbo extraction. They are the ones in the forefront making that call for a man that has not committed any crime, a man who is only calling his own people to defend themselves. Today, look at the video that emerged from Okigwe. And the military is denying it. Just denying it without any tangible proof. What they are committing there is genocide. They have been caught in that action several occasions. They have done it before. And they're still doing the footprint of their activities are everywhere. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, do not be deceived. Do not be distracted. Do not allow anybody to push you away from your freedom. There is only one way for us. It's either freedom or nothing. The only time you that is from Biafra land can have respect. The only time you can have a genuine wealth that will grow, a genuine business that will grow, is when you have your own nation. Forget about what you're going to lose. If you are not ready to lose your life, you cannot get it. You will only gain your life when you are ready to lose it. If your freedom does not worth your life, you don't want to be free. The Jews fought for their freedom against all odds. When the Jews were fighting for their freedom, they had wealth across the world. Their wealth was scattered around the whole world. They were the wealthiest people in the whole world. And while they were fighting for their independence, they lost a lot. Shylock today, his property is still in Italy, confiscated. Many Jews lost their properties in Germany, in so many places. They confiscated their businesses and their goods and their homes. That did not stop them from fighting for their freedom. But at the end of the day today, they have the strongest nation in the whole world. Today they are respected. Today they have a home. They are rich, richer than ever. And what they have today is a true wealth. A wealth that has grand rule. You can't come and destroy their property. Even if they have a property in your country, you dare not tamper with it. In this time that they have their own nation, have their own name. Even if they invest your country, you dare not tamper with their business. So when they are telling you that you have a lot to lose because you're a Biafra, because you have one hotel in the north, you have one hotel in the southwest. Oh, if you lose your house, if you get your independence, you are a fool. You are a fool. That's what you are. You better pursue your freedom. You can never have a genuine wealth until you have a home you can call your home. You will never grow genuinely until you have your freedom. May Chukwu guide and protect us and give us that wisdom to do what is right. I appreciate everyone that's connected to this program. Either you are watching us from Facebook or you are watching from YouTube, any part you are watching us from, I appreciate you for being part of this program. Please, if you have not yet applied for the convention, if you want to be there and you are capable, go now and apply. Go to biafrasecurityadministration.org. biafrasecurityadministration.org. Go there. Once you have been approved, you start processing your visas for those countries that need visas. You can consult your own liaison offices to help you out on how to do that. And you will be part of those who are going to make history. November, December in Finland, Latin. Apply for your Biafra ID card also. Apply on biafrasecurityadministration.org. On that very site, you can apply, give your data, and send in a passport photograph. Professionally taken passport photograph. The same passport photograph you take for your international passport. Photograph you take with your phone is unacceptable. Professionally taken passport photograph, send, and your ID card will be processed and sent to you after payment. If you have not yet voted on the self-referendum, go and cast your vote. The second stage is on already. In this second stage, if you have not yet voted, go and vote. You don't vote twice. If you have voted on the first stage, you don't have anything to vote. Those who have not voted, use this second stage to go and cast your vote. Give your mandate to the Biafran government, to our Prime Minister Mazi Samareba, for the declarance of Biafra. December 2nd, this very year, 2024, the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra will happen. After that, Biafran territory will be defended. It doesn't matter how long it takes for us to defend it, we will go ahead and defend it. No matter how long it takes. If it takes months, it takes years, it takes decades, we are going to defend it until Biafra land is completely extracted from the Zoltan Republic. May Chukwu guide and protect the Liberation Army of Biafra, guide and protect the resistant fighters, the Black Marine, the Strike Force, all the forces that are genuinely fighting for Biafra. May Chukwu guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms on daily basis. May Chukwu guide and protect our de facto government of the Holy Land and all the officials. May Chukwu guide and protect every member of the Biafra Republic of Nigeria cabinet. May Chukwu guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel. We commit him to the hand of Chukwu for divine wisdom, knowledge, understanding, grace. Whatever he lays his hand upon shall prosper. We pray that Chukwu will send legions of angels to guide him in his going out and coming in. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We pray for Mazen Nandekan. Wherever Mazen Nandekan is, we pray for him for good health. We pray for him for healing. We pray for Mazen Nandekan for strength. We pray for Mazen Nandekan wherever he is at this moment for divine revelation. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Mazen Nandekan will join us very soon, and he will get his freedom completely. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Samuel shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nandekan shall prosper. I appreciate that I've participated in this program for the beginning. Thank you so much for being part of this program. May Chukwu Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne